Good afternoon, Bay Nation. Welcome to another episode of Fantasy Bay. I'm your host, Mike Williams, and today we're going to be going over the waiver wire. Unfortunately, Raheem Mostert has gone down with a season-ending knee injury. It's extremely unfortunate. It's why I'm wearing black today. I'm in mourning. I definitely thought he was going to have a fantastic beginning of the year, but obviously that is not going to be the case. Elijah Mitchell is going to be the guy that's going to step into your lineups and help you win a fantasy championship. Clearly, he is the lead back right now for the San Francisco 49ers, and that is always a very valuable position. Trey Sermon is projected to come back into the lineup, but I do believe he'll be a backup. Mitchell has proven that he should have this starting role with 100 yards and a touchdown in week 1. Up next, we have Tim Patrick. Unfortunately, we have lost Jerry Jeudy for about 6 weeks. That is going to slide Tim Patrick right in there. I definitely think Teddy Bridgewater is going to be able to find him downfield, and he's going to be a productive fantasy football player for you and your roster. I actually think that he can be a plug and play, considering the Broncos are playing the Jaguars this week. Up next, Tony Jones Jr. I like Tony Jones Jr. For those of you who don't know, he is the backup running back for Alvin Kamara. He seems to have a little bit of burst, and if anything ever happens to Alvin Kamara, he's an incredible handcuff. I don't see him as a start for now, but I do think he should be on your bench to see what happens moving forward. Next, we have Sterling Shepard. It seems like until Kenny Golladay gets up to speed with the new offense and Saquon Barkley is back into his Saquon Barkley form where he's catching 5+ balls a game, I definitely think that Sterling Shepard is going to be Daniel Jones' go-to man. Scoop him up, and I actually think that he can be played. Up next, Christian Kirk. I actually think Christian Kirk is going to be valuable for the next coming weeks. I don't see him as a long-term play because the guy that I don't have on this list, Rondale Moore, I think he is going to be the wide receiver 2 that you want out of this high-flying offense. But for now, I definitely believe that Christian Kirk is going to be that guy. And if you need tight end help, Jared Cook. Jared Cook had 8 targets in the win over the Washington football team. That's the 3rd most on the team. I definitely think that he's going to be involved. Grab him if you need some tight end help. And for those of you out there who need a defense, I like the Denver Broncos defense this week. They're going against the Jacksonville Jaguars, and y'all saw what happened with them against the Texans. The Broncos are actually a good defense, and I definitely think they can handle business. If you need a quarterback, I think that Teddy Bridgewater could be a solid fill-in. He shouldn't be rostered in most leagues, so he should be readily available for you. And like I said earlier, he's going against the Jacksonville Jaguars. I definitely think this is going to be a good game for them. So scoop him up if you're desperate at quarterback position. Some others receiving votes, I like Jameis Winston going against the Panthers. Tyrod Taylor going against the Browns. It's not a great matchup, but I do think Tyrod's going to get a little bit done with his legs, and he should have a fine game because they'll be down. Mark Ingram and Kenneth Gainwell. Mark Ingram from the Texans and Kenneth Gainwell from the Philadelphia Eagles. I definitely think these are 2 players that we need to monitor moving forward. If you have space on your roster, I can see you sliding them in, but Mark Ingram, I'm really worried about because of all the running backs in the backfield. Kenneth Gainwell, I definitely think it would be the preferred hold for me. Other defenses I like this week, the Saints versus the Panthers, and the Browns versus the Texans. The Browns have a good defense. I definitely think they can get some sacks. And the Texans, though they had a good game last week, they were facing the Jacksonville Jaguars, and we all know how that goes. All right, I think that's going to do it for this week's Waiver Wire episode. Let me know if you have any questions. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell down below. All right, I'll see you next time. Peace.